Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. Today I'm going to be doing some blue eyeshadow and trying a couple new items, so welcome to the video. I don't know, I'm really excited because it's gloomy and it's gonna snow and I feel alive. So I thought I would play around with some of my favorite color of eyeshadow right now, and at the moment I really can't get enough blue. I mean, you've seen some teal, but I'm going to use some blues that I continually go back to, kind of like my go-to blues, if you will. But yeah, I'm going to be using a couple palettes, and then I have a couple new items that I want to try to kind of weave into the rest of this. So I've got the Rare Beauty bronzer stick, which I'm very excited about. I've even got some Rare Beauty blushes, because I bought this little kit and I have yet to try them, and I love matching peach and blue, so stoked. Also, I have some Lunar Beauty brushes, and I've got a couple things. I've got some things, you know, but I want to just say something quickly. I got this Beauty Blender Pocket Puff. I have to talk about this later because I have some feelings, so anyway. But before we get into all of that, I just want to thank you for being here. It really does mean a lot. I always give you a thumbs up as if you're going to like this video before anything even happens, and if you do, I love you for that. But if you don't want to give it a like yet, I understand. You know, you don't know. Maybe you won't like it. That would be sad for me. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. It's pretty laid back, but yeah, I love messing around with makeup and having a good old time. So that's the weirdest way that I probably could have said that, but I hope you subscribe and come hang out. It's a good time. It's a good time. I need to come up with better things to say because I'm really not selling it. But anyway, if you want to just chill with me for a little while, if you're multitasking, if you're also doing your makeup, whatever it might be, thank you for joining me. Let's get into it. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with priming my eyes as usual. This is just easier for me to start with eyes for fallout purposes, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like if I do eyeshadow, this doesn't happen often, but like if I start my eyeshadow and I'm really not feeling it, it's easier for me to just take off eyeshadow than it is to like restart my whole face. Not that that's any reason to like start with your eyes, but it's mainly just for fallout purposes. Get a little glitter on your cheek, it's no big deal. Where's the brush that I just bought? Here it is. So this is Tarte Shape Tape in Light. Honestly, works pretty wonderful for me for eye primer. I did try the Rare Beauty one a little bit more. It's fine. It's fine. That's what I will say. I think after like, this is gonna sound a little extreme, but after like 12 hours, I noticed that I think it was around more like the 16-hour mark. 12 to 16 hours. I noticed that my eye makeup was creasing a little bit more than it usually does when I'm wearing like Tarte Shape Tape as my base. If you've noticed, I chopped off all my nails for various reasons, but you know when you need to like chop your hair off and have a new look, that's how I feel. So yeah, ooh, blue eyeshadow. I love it so much. I know you've probably heard me say that before, but what the heck is up with it? Some other very exciting news, this brush. I wanted to try this before I came on here and talked about this, and I have, and I'm very happy with it. So, if you've seen me use this brush before, this is the Huda Beauty Build and Blend eyeshadow brush. Wonderful. Works fantastic for like packing down a shadow, blending it up into my eyebrow, using this one for the crease. However, this doesn't exist anymore, and I kind of feel bad every time I talk about it because I'm like, it's so great, and then everyone's like, I can't buy it, and then I'm like, no. So I got this brush from Tarte. Tarte makes wonderful brushes. Let me just go on a little mini rant here really quickly. Tarte used to be one of my favorite brands. They got a little too it felt like child makeup, and I'm not trying to read or shade or anything like that, but seriously, when they started making like the pineapple unicorn, all that stuff, mermaid stuff, I kind of was like, I don't know if this is for me anymore. If it's for you, totally fine. No judgment, no shame, no nothing. Do whatever you want to do. But for me, I don't know. However, Tarte makes some wonderful products. Those chrome pots were some of the best, like, of its kind. Super Shock Shadow, but like on crack, I feel like. Can I say that on YouTube? Can I say on crack? On crack. So those are great. Their brushes, fabulous. I have used some of their brushes. I mean, literally, where's that one brush that I always use? I use their brushes even after they've broken. I've had this for years. I do heavily clean it, don't worry. But wonderful. These last so long, despite that I did break this, but I've literally probably had this for like, I don't even want to know how long. Anyway, what I'm getting at is I got this brush, and the name, kept the package just so I wouldn't forget the name. The name is the Creaseless Airbrush Concealer Brush. It is dual-ended, just like the other one. It does blend, I'm talking a lot so my concealer is probably creasing, but it does blend similarly to that. It is on par with that, and I like that a lot. However, I know this is a concealer brush. I'm sure you could use it for that. I read the reviews on it for concealer. People love it. So if you're looking for a concealer brush, this might be for you too. However, this for eyeshadow does exactly what I needed to do. Sometimes I just want a little bit more of a fluffy yet dense brush to kind of buff in the color from the crease and above. It's a very specific space that I want this type of thing for, and I know I'm kind of going on a rant here, but hang on. If you're still listening, thank you. But seriously, wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to continue to use this because I do really think that it's great. Anyway, I'm going to go in with the Blends palette first. I'm going to go in with First Kiss and Truth, little mix of those two. Anyway, that was just a really long-winded way of saying I think that I found a replacement for that brush. And Tarte really, honestly, they're pretty good. I just wish that, I don't know, sometimes it's a little too, I can't think of the word. It's a little too, I don't want to say childlike because that sounds bad, but childlike. Anyway, in the comments, if you want to chat about that, I would love to talk to you all and get your thoughts on like Tarte. Tarte, seriously, they make some wonderful, their blushes are iconic, their highlights, amazing, and their shadows freaking slapped. I remember using them in the past and like, okay, this sounds like a freaking Tarte ad now, I need to calm down, but anyway, maybe I should save that for another time. Okay, so laying a little bit of that color down, and then I'm gonna go directly in with Dream. Dream is this like, this shade right here. It is glorious. I take it on the fluffier edge and kind of run it into the crease and above ever so lightly. Kind of gives it like a gray blue look because I added those other colors first. Certainly don't have to add those other two first. Now I'm gonna take, actually I'm gonna try to take this end and kind of stamp Chance down. Chance is a wonderful royal blue, like primary blue kind of color. Oh yeah. Yeah. This brush is a little large for this, but that's all right. That color. Going with a little bit of a fluffier brush. Oh yeah. It's a random brush that I have. Okay, now I'm tempted to use these teals, but I do want this to lean a little bit more blue, but I will say these two shades down here, this 32 and what's the other one, Submerged, yeah, Submerged, I think those are my two favorite colors in this palette. Ungodly beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to the Icee palette. These blues are a little bit different and there's a little bit more of a variety in here, obviously because it's an all blue palette. All right, can I open this? Here are the colors. Wonderful. This shimmer, I'm going to use that later. It's phenomenal. So I'm going to take a little bit of Cool, which is this one right here. It teeters on being a little bit teal, but not so much. Blend that into the crease and above. I'm going to take a little bit of this blue raspberry as well to kind of brighten up the crease area. Freaking pigmented. These glamlite shadows, shocking. Now I'm gonna buff out these edges. This is a very trust the process type of look, so hold on. Hold on, why not take a crazy chance? Oh, chance, the shade. So I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna take Chance again from blends, go in by the lash line because I feel like there were a couple little gaps. Take it a little bit more. I love this shade. Put your head on my shoulder. I'm going to take this Dose shader brush and I'm going to take Chance on this. Just kind of build it up a little bit more. Oh, that is an epic blue. I'm gonna switch over to this Polar Bear shade, which is kind of similar to Dream, but it's a little bit darker and it's a little bit more blue instead of that like pastel kind of color. And I'm gonna take that along the entire lower lash line. Just kind of messy. Bringing it a little bit lower. Stop singing. And if you have brown eyes, I feel like blue brings out a certain kind of tone, because of color theory and all that stuff. And just having certain colors near each other brings out different kind of properties. I don't know about you, but if you have brown eyes and you put blue eyeshadow on, it almost makes my eyes look more red. And I think because of that, you know, theory. Okay, now I'm going to take Chance on that same, this is a brush from Glam Goth Beauty. I think it's a lip brush, but I use it. It's perfect for the lower lash line. So I'm going to take Chance again and put it on kind of like half. Eyes are watering just a tiny bit. I keep having issues with that. Don't tell me to get more sleep because I won't. No, I'm not going to tell you that. Okay. So about halfway. Now, I'm going to take the tiniest bit of Spellbound. Spellbound is like that dark, deep, deep blue. Dark blue, have you? This one right here. So I'm going to take the tiniest bit of that and just put it on the very, very edge. So like the last third. Well, that's not even the last third. Like the last sixth of my lower lash line. Honestly, like the thickness of this brush, the length of this brush. It adds a little something, something, just trust me. Obsessed. I'm obsessed with blue eyeshadow. I'm gonna keep building and blending and kind of going over things like usual. Cool. Okay, now this shimmer. This is called Frost, and I'm literally addicted to it. This shade right here, wonderful. Whatever Glamlite put in that, oh. So I'm gonna take it on my finger. God, it feels so soft. It's unreal. The depth that this has for a shimmer, just the fact that it has so much pigment. Every time I put the shadow on. And with Chance underneath it, it makes it so deep and like, oh my God. Seriously, this is like the blue of my dreams. It's everything. I'm honestly tempted to buy another one of these palettes just so that I have this shade, but I need to calm down. I don't know any other blue like this that feels the way that this feels and looks so wonderful. I will say if there's blue with too much like silver base on it, I'm really not interested in that, but since this has like, it's like blue with blue base. You see what I'm saying? I want it everywhere. Phenomenal. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of Ice Cold and Chillin', so these two shades on the edges here. So these two, Ice Cold and Chillin'. I'm going to take it on this random BH Cosmetics 10 brush. BH Cosmetics filed for bankruptcy, just side note, but I don't think that means that they're like going away. Remember when like Forever 21 and all, everyone did that, so I don't think they're like going away yet or as of now, but I don't know. Random side note, but anyway. So I'm gonna take those two colors and put them in the inner corner. Just gonna blend it up. So this is like a domed pencil brush that's a little bit bigger than your typical pencil brush, and it's perfect for kind of stamping right in here. At least for me and my eye shape, it really does a great job. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of Frost on the lower lash line as well and just kind of stamp it a little bit lower. Just a little bit, because I can't help myself. Okay, you see here I have a little bit of fallout, which if I just kind of smudge with my finger, it turns into that. Also, when I'm taking the shadow to my eye, sometimes I hit my lashes and that causes the glitter to fall on my face. It's not like, I know fallout was kind of like, people think it's the worst thing ever. I don't really care, because if it's really pigmented, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner, mascara and stuff, and I will be right back. Oh, that's a big bird. What is that? Okay, I'm back. Anywho, so I've got some other things going on. As usual, if you ever want to know what's on my face, I include it in the description box down below, on the side, wherever it is on your screen. Depending on, I think depending on your phone, or like depending on what, you know. Anyway, it's in the description box, you know. So, I said I wanted to talk about this, and I do. Beauty blender. I don't like the Beauty Blender sponges. I really don't. I used to think that they were so great until I tried other ones. They're really not, and they're so overpriced. This was also not cheap. Here's the thing about this. This is a little powder puff power pocket puff, dual-sided powder puff. Yeah. So this is what it is. When I first touched this, I literally was like, what the French is that? It is heavy. It's got this like silicone, or no, this like suede type feeling. It's so much heavier than I thought it would be. Like it has a weight to it, which is odd. However, you can put your fingers in here. Do not make a joke. Put your fingers in here and you can, no, could you, yeah. God. Anyway, so you can use the little pink fuzzy side, which feels lovely, or this type of like, it feels like suede. I know it's not suede, but it says, let's see what it says. This double duty next generation jelly puff. It does have a bit of a jelly feel to it. It is so cool. Honestly, it is so unique. And if this works well, I might buy a backup, and I hope that it lasts a long time because it was $15. It was $15. This better be magical. And touch-up powder formulas to make, to help both distribute and touch-up powder formulas so makeup looks flawless. Cette nouvelle genre, never mind. Deposit powder with the plush pink side, reblend and touch up using the tan buffed suede side. That better actually not be suede because I know that they are cruelty free. And I don't believe suede is cruelty free. Anyway, Target contours the face with the narrow tip, insert fingers into the pocket for further precision. Rest, hands on puff during application to prevent makeup from smudging. I'm sorry, what? So you just do this. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna use it to apply my powder though and see if it's wonderful or if it sucks. I hope it's wonderful. Also, the texture. It doesn't smell like anything, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Pound Cake Powder and I'm gonna use the pink side. I'm gonna lightly tap into it and then kind of tap into the top so it's not like super concentrated in one area. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay. So again, taking a little bit more. Oh, it feels so jelly in there. Ooh, there's like a little squeegee thing or something. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Oh, this is precise and wonderful. I feel an addiction coming on. Here's the thing that I like about this too. It doesn't drag around your makeup, whereas a brush, when you're kind of going like that, every time I use a brush to do that, I'm like, I don't like this process because I feel like it's really just like, number one, it's kind of hard on your skin, and number two, it kind of disturbs the makeup that you have on your face. So I like this because you're just really pressing in where you need it. I will say, I am curious as to how this is going to clean, how well this is going to clean. But so far, and the angle of this getting right into like the sides of your nose and stuff. Oh. Same up here. I only want it between my eyebrows and a little bit up here, avoiding the brows, but wow. What is that noise? That is a horrible noise. Are you mowing the lawn right now? Anyway, that is, oh, and it feels nice. I like this for touch-ups too. Like if you were to have this in like your purse or something. I don't really do this so much anymore. I feel like when I used to go like out a lot, I would have like, I would put like a little sponge in my purse sometimes, or like, you know, something small. I like small purses, or like I just go with stuff that's in my pockets. But this I feel like would be really good for travel, or like when you're on the go. I don't know how much people are really on the go right now, but hypothetically speaking, this would be great for that. Or like, you know, you don't have to put your fingers in it, you can just kind of, oh. I love this. I hope that I continue to love this. Wonderful. My skin looks airbrushed. Does it not? Wow. And I think this would keep me from not using too much of this powder, so I might actually like this powder again. Okay, so there's that. Ooh, I maybe should have put this on first. Can you use it on top of a mistake-proof bronzer? And a convenient stick formula that melts seamlessly into skin for neutral looking warmth and dimension. So this is the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick. First of all, that name. is adorable. Warm Wishes, rare. You're so cute. Anywho, I got the shade Happy Soul, which I think is one of the lighter shades. I don't think it's technically the lightest shade, but I chose this one because it seemed to have more of a cooler undertone. Now, I don't really bronze my face anymore. I use like contour and blush. That's pretty much all I do. I love a bronzer. However, given the season, it just seems, I don't know, meh. So that is why I got this one. First of all, the packaging, very pleasing. The way that this is like a soft touch, but then this is like shiny and nice. I love that. Old school YouTube. Here's a little bit of a closer look, and then that. Hey, this is the top. Now looking at it just on camera, it does look like it might be a little bit warm. So I'm nervous that I maybe should have gotten the other one. But online, it seemed like these swatches were a little bit more cool toned. I almost don't want to ruin that. I want to bite that. You know, tell me that you don't think that. When you see like a perfect makeup thing like this, I just want to. Anyway, so let's swatch it really quickly. Oh, that is smooth. That is warm. Is this the shade that I wanted? Is this the shade that I ordered? It's actually not too bad. It is a little more warm than I think I would have preferred. But again, this is a bronzer stick, not a contour stick, technically. That was smooth though. Oh my god, that is so heavenly soft. Oh, that is nice. Wonderful. I've heard pretty good things about these so far, so I'm kind of excited to just use it. I'm just going to use it on top of what I have right now. So I have primer, foundation, and then now the powder. The ultimate test for cream products for me is if they work well on top of powder. Not every one of them are made to be like that. That's totally fine. I kind of steer away from those anyway, but that's just kind of my like mindset with them. Do I have a clean face brush? That is the question. Do I? Oh, maybe not down there. Oh, I sound like an old man falling. I don't think that this brush has any blush on it. Okay, so I'm just gonna try it a couple different ways. I'm gonna swipe straight on my face, and then I'm also gonna like put it on my fingers and pat on, or put it on the brush and then do that. So this side, I'm just gonna, maybe not swipe, but like kind of dot. Oh, please. Please work. Okay, that blends out pretty well. Let me just try a little swoop. Well, that's actually not too bad. For being on top of powder, that's actually not too bad. I'm gonna put it straight up on the brush. I definitely wish this, just straight up off the bat, I wish this was a little more cool tone, but that's on me. Wow, it does really melt like effortlessly. I'm gonna try it with this Fenty brush too, just to see if a different brush kind of gives it a different effect. Wow, okay. That is pretty nice. That has a nice warmth to it. Again, very good bronzer. It is not a contour stick. Let me contour my nails with it though. I like the ease of the fact that it's in this kind of a formula. That is wonderful to me. That is ideal. And then just, the snap is so important. Oh my god, there's a booger in my nose. I'm so sorry. Ignore that. Okay. That is pretty lovely. It blends well. You know, this kind of reminds me of like the hula stick, which Benefit isn't cruelty free, so wonderful. Not wonderful that they're not cruelty free, but wonderful that this kind of has that same, it blends even better actually than I think I remember that one being like, but very cute. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like the ease. The ease. Let me just put a little tiny bit up here, a little boop. Wow. the way that it just, there's no dragging, there's no, like, there's no dragging. Effortless, you're right. Selena, you're right. My camera's dying. My camera's kind of blowing it out a little bit, but that is quite nice. That is nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on to the next rare things I want to try. I got this little set of trio blushes, the Soft Pinch Blush Trio. These shades look wonderful. Look at these. First of all, they're so cute. How can I show you these? Look at how cute. Sorry the labels aren't all facing the same way, but wonderful. Cute. They're kind of similar, but I imagine they'd look different on the skin. Especially these two, they look very close. This is a little bit more peachy, but this is Bliss, Hope, and Peace. Peace, Hope, Bliss. I kind of want to try Bliss because I do love this, but this is too mauve-y kind of looking. This is like the middle one. I've tried these before. I love them so much. So let's see here. Cute. It's the same like cutie little applicator. That is adorable. That is so cute. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay, now I am going to take this. I'm going to just put all of that on my hand, and then I'm going to take a brush and apply that on the face ever so lightly here. Oh yeah, already. I like that. Okay, that is a wonderful color. Just do the other side here. Very cute, very peachy, but not too like in your face peach. What was even the color? Why did I already forget the name? Bliss. Bliss! Cute. I like that a lot. A little on the nose. These blushes are wonderful. If you haven't tried them yet, seriously. If they still have this little trio, I think it was a pretty good like value set. Wonderful. Yeah, honestly, not much to say here. I think that color is really nice and it is performing just like how the other ones are. Blends out really well. I like how these wear too. They're not like glowy or shimmery, shiny, like kind of in your face, but they have a very like skin-like blush kind of feel to them, if that makes sense. Cute. Love that. Okay, my camera died. I'm so sorry, but I did put on a highlight. I put on Star Surfer, which wonderful. I love it. It's pinky. It's cute. I've talked about it before. I think I technically talked about it. Almost picked my nose there. I talked about it in my video with Kaleidos. That is the same one that I used in this. So depending, you've already seen that one probably. If you haven't, please go watch it. I hope you like it. Anyway, all right, so finally for a lip, I'm gonna try a ColourPop lip. And I think I'm gonna try this Fatale. I think that's, yeah, Fatale. Like femme fatale. So this is a Luxe Velvet Liquid Lip from ColourPop. These are some of my favorites. ColourPop lips, amazing. However, you did, like every once in a while, I feel like you get a weird one and I'm like, what happened here, ColourPop? What happened here? What's going on? Why does that look like that? Anyway, so this is like a, oh, this color looks, you know, I hope it's not too pink. I hope it's not too pinky. I was hoping for a little more like brownie mauve kind, but I love this. So this is a little package it, or hello, can I speak? So this is the packaging, very cute. I love it. Lovely. There's something about like this type of component that I really like. I really like the size of this. It's wonderful. So this is the lip. I've tried this formula before. I really do love it, but I have not tried this color. I love when you can see the color like rise up in here. Anyway. It's a faint sweet smell. It's not like cake or frosting, like really over the top, like not obnoxious. I don't really typically like lips that are like really in your face like that, but it does have a sweet kind of like bakery item, like a cookie or like a sugar cookie that's not that sweet, or like a pastry, a roll, a sweet roll perhaps. I'm getting a little too far. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that is a nice color. It has that kind of like blotted, airy kind of look to it too. I don't know, am I getting into Mimi territory again? Oh, this is a lovely color. Ooh. That is, it's too Mimi. Okay. This is really cute though, oh my god. I like the applicator, it's kind of that slanted doe foot. Lovely. Oh, and these feel wonderful. They do transfer just a tiny bit, so if you're really concerned about that, I do wear these under masks and I don't find that there's actually a lot of transfer when I do that. So all in all, really great. I think these are like $7 or $8. I'll put the price somewhere, or I like have it in the description or something, but these really are not bad. And when they have their sales, which they do have often, you can get these for cheap. I don't know, now I'm feeling like I want to put a brown lip with this. Let me take my hair down because the hair just has a lot to do with it. It's not bad, but what if I changed it to chestnut? What if I did that? Yeah, okay. Now, instead of taking off the lip because I'm too lazy, I'm just gonna put it on top and see if it works. It might not. It very well could just ruin this, but I'm gonna see. I'm gonna take Chestnut from Melt. God. I love this color so much. Now, if you really wanted to be a perfectionist about it, I probably should have taken off the pink lip because it's kind of poking through in the edges, but ooh, yeah, this is such a better combination. Brown, warm brown with blue eyeshadow. Also, this liquid lip really is fire. It kind of reminds me of Warm Me Up from Dose of Colors. That's another one of my favorites. Wonderful. Does smell like kind of frosting cake-like. Not sickly sweet though, but wonderful. Like a nice piece of birthday cake. That's not disgusting. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I feel alive. I do. I do. And for anyone that thinks it's just lipstick, no, it's not. I love this formula. It is a little bit more, it's more comfortable than I feel like some of the liquid lips, but it does have like an oil base to it. So the first time that I opened a couple of those, the oil was like kind of weird. So something to bear in mind, but I truly love Melt liquid lips. Oh my gosh, they are wonderful. The applicator is a little flimsy, but other than that, wonderful. Ooh, I love this look. I really do. I hope that you do too. This frost shade on my lids, it just makes me happy. Okay, that is it. That is all that I have. I think I went through over everything except for the lunar brushes because I honestly kind of forgot. So I'll use them another time. Okay, that is everything all done and wrapped up. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you liked hanging out here with me for a while, or you were multitasking, whatever it was. The snow is coming down. I need to run and go grab some groceries before it's too insane, but anyway, thank you so much. Seriously, if you have not tried blue eyeshadow, please, please. I am very pleased with this. This is wonderful. I will be trying it more and kind of it feels really weird. This little part that's like squishy, it's jelly-like. That's weird. It feels like a weird like Dr. Scholl's like jelly. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but this, my complexion actually looks wonderful and it didn't move things around. The bronzer stick, very excited about. I feel like I thought that this was going to be a little bit more cool tone, so I might even look into getting the other one as well to compare, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to have too many. I have a lot of makeup already, so it's, you know, here we are. But anyway, I did love the blush, very cute. Obviously, this eye is like one of my favorites, and those two palettes knock it out of the park. Amazing. I do have a code with Blend Bunny. If you are curious, it's just Courtney. But yeah, that's all, folks. Thank you so much for being here and watching. It really does mean a lot, as always. I hope you all are doing well, taking care of yourselves, and being kind to others. I will catch you in the next video. Bye! Did you wake up? Hello, hello. Oh, tiny little sleeping kitty. I love you.